Okay.
All those kind of like next tier Super W, they wore it.
Right.
The problem is the alternate is this colour here,
Okay.
and it's too close to blue.
Oh,
so
okay.
when you get New South Wales particularly, you don't really have a good alternate colour.
Oh, yeah.
But this is to stop our scholarship kids running around in your super kit.
Okay. Has that changed for next year? Don't know.
I imagine the FedEx stuff will stay as it is for a while now.
They've signed on for a few years, have they?
But we have got, I did say to the marketing people that this is spare to
Does anyone want to buy it?
Is that one of the 2 only flavoured bars that you're allowed to eat?
No, these are nice. Sam's Pantry. You seen them? Really clean.
That's the important bit.
7 grams of sugar. I'll give these to my kids.
Work on these things, they're getting smaller, aren't they?
Oh, I'm just leaning up a bit.
Good afternoon and welcome to TG Milner Sports Ground in Sydney's North for this exhibition warm-up match ahead of the Tri-Nations between Argentina and the Rugby Australia 15. Argentina's journey to this point started way back in March when the Jaguares played what would be their final Super Rugby match of 2020 before going into early stage quarantine. The Pumas are formally reunited early August in Buenos Aires, and after an intense month of further isolation in Uruguay and here in Australia, they can finally return to the field and go head-to-head 15 men aside. Today's match will feature extended benches and unlimited subs. With 13 European-based players still in quarantine till next week, head coach Desma will be looking to iron out the creases and find the best team to take on the Wallabies and All Blacks in the upcoming Tri-Nation series happening here in Australia over the next 7 weeks. And without any further ado, let's have a look at who is taking to the field for this Argentinian side today. Up front we have Mayo Vidas, Julian Montoya,
You guys happy with
and Juan
Great.
Reyes. Special shout out there to Montoya. He celebrated his birthday 2 days ago, so in isolation, I'm sure he's pretty happy to be on the field. In the second row, we have Rodrigo Fernandez Criado and Lucas Polo. On the flank, we have Francisco Corrison and Santiago Gondona, and Rodrigo Bruni bringing it up at number 8. In the half, we have the captain, Thomas Ciobelli, and Domingo Miotti. On the wings, we have Emilio Boffelli and Bautista Delghi. In centres, we have Jan and Santiago Chocoares, and at 15 fullback, it is Santiago Carreras. In reserves for the side, we do have a fifth bag as well. Tostino, Tetes, Chaparro, Madrano, Calles, Gonzalez, Bertrano, Algonos, Antonelli, Vergin, Oviedo, Cinti, Jeddah Fuente, Lejano, Escura, and Sorosco.
Okay, guys, enjoy it.
The bench.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
And for this mixed bag of Australian sides, it's been put together. Very, very good form from both sides to get this match up and happening. Let's have a look at what's happening for the Australian 15 up front. Angus Phelps, Alpha India and Jermaine Ainsley. In second row, Caden Neville and Trevor Hosea. On the back row, Lachlan Swinton, Liam Wright, Izzy Nice-Sadrani. In the half, Jake Gordon and Will Harrison. Lamb and Wright making up the wings. Mura, Iketau and Maddox.
For a while they didn't look like we're going to get any.
Itinerary, Johnson, Holmes, Farmer, Silly, Cooper, Samu, Powell, Johnson, Houston, Kennedy, Riley, Parecki and Valentini. So, 30 players for the Argentinians, 27 for the Australians, as we said earlier. Unlimited subs for this match. So it's going to be a great test here for both sides. And out in the middle, Nick Berry will be refereeing the match. We're underway. The Rugby Australia 15 taking on Argentina.
Stay there, Graham. Okay, use it now, 9, please. Use. Yeah, 2 there, guys.
Knocked on though by Harrison.
Yeah, no advantage, guys. Double knock on.
There's a bit more awareness on the kick chases, mate.
Yeah.
From Pink, okay, just advancing straight after the kick, bit more management.
Thank you. Remember, nice and slow, okay, boys?
Can you please call it out?
Yeah, nice and loud. Just to the left of that, guys.
Come on, Oogie! Come on!
16 days contract.
You lay it, who's forward? Afuera!
Over the course of this whole period, they've had 15 rounds of COVID tests. That is a lot of nose.
Bind!
But they're have shown up for the national told them really great spirit. Big long ball.
You lost your gap on that side? Okay. Yeah, sure. Should keep that space, okay, guys? Yep. Shoulders up, please. Okay. Keep that elbow up as well for me.
Yes, sir. I'm going to do it now. Afuera. Segunda. Second. Extenderación, muchachos. Causa.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold!
Throws it off the stroke. Good regather here by Delgi. Delgi keeps the field.
That's high, mate. High tackle, 5.
High tackle, 5, great.
Batted back by Rugby.
Yeah, 5, high tackle.
Going against number 5, shot.
Yeah.
Thank you. So opening 3 minutes, the first 3 minutes of play.
Hey, Pez, I'm going to go to the back on this. Gray, have a look. Gray, have a look, please.
Coaches.
Hang on. Guys, you got 2 halves. You in the line? 4. You need to be in the line, please. You can match up, Gray. Oh! That's 9. Let's use it, 9. Ball's out, that's fine. No, not him. Thank you. Full Gray offside. Playing advantage. Full Gray offside. You got advantage, 9.
He shows he goes, darts through, gets it away.
Advantage, 9.
Gets it away though. Good hands there from Carlos. They're close.
Yes.
Argentinians stretching this quality defense.
No advantage there. Full Gray offside. Back here, about 20 in.
They keep it alive and cut it back in.
Yep.
They bring it all the way back.
Full Gray offside, guys.
If it anything like cobwebs or dust, they have absolutely lit up this end of the field. That man on screen.
Yes.
Julian Montoya.
Yes, please, on the line.
9 caps for the national side. He's the most senior in this side, just as Chaparro, the other prop, who is off the bench, 58 caps. Delia Fuente coming in with 54. But in this side, 12 Jeffrey Thomas.
Wait till they're down, guys.
Big change in the guard in the last 12 months.
Ball! Backwards once!
Seguir palos. No, seguir palos.
Advantage. Leave 2! You have advantage, 9.
Grey backs offside, mate, all of them.
Just short. Your belly.
Knock on.
Fires across. Crossfield kick coming from New York here. Up high.
Liam. Yeah. So we had 3 penalties down here now, but Also, after this one, your backs are offside, okay? So it's now just a number of penalties.
More penalty or?
Yeah, the first one's Maul for him change his mind coming around the side, and then we also had offside as well. Okay, all right. Talk to him. Discipline down here.
So the only Queensland Reds player in this side, it is the captain from
coming around.
Queensland, Liam Wright.
Thomas.
Featured in the last couple of matches for the Wallabies. He's not featuring this weekend. He's down. There's one at the crossfield kick here from for just a little bit.
Time's on.
5 caps. Big cap players they do over on the side are really lighting up.
Stop once! No, stay there.
Australian holding well.
Held up. Held up.
He's seeking it. Montoya's over.
No, leave it, please.
Held up, says Nick Berry.
Held up.
So, Argentina has been camped inside.
Held up.
The Australia 15, 22, the longest period here.
Held up. No, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Not quite done.
Let's go.
This match today, 2 40-minute halves. See large volleys of subs coming on from both sides of the equation. Lots of players here wanting to impress. Not only for the two side for Argentina as a whole, well for players coming from all over Australia.
Set! Hold!
An opportunity, and that might have been in that original Wallabies squad, but they're getting the golden opportunity here to show their wares. Head coach Dave Rennie. Now at the back, pick and go from Bruni. Brought down by Gordon. One out. Bit of a shuffle step there from Grondona. Picking and driving. Argentina pulling their way close to the line. They're having another crack. The Australian 15, they've held them out so far after 10 minutes. But they're going to keep going. Close quarters, picking and driving. Kilberly. They're getting very close now. Montoya. Just short. Another spirited attempt there from Gorinson. And now a big turnover. The Australian 15 manages to hold out just long enough, and they get a big turnover. So Argentina spending so long inside that 22, coming away with no points. Learning curve, and there's the kick from Harrison, who's the youngest player to ever sign Waratah's contract. Sydney local, member Coogee Surf Lifesaving Club. They'll bring it back. It's taken well up top by Neville. Gordon patiently waits at the back. He's not ready yet. He's calling out the conditions. Folau Fainga at the back. Gives it away to Gordon, who throws it on. Running through left-hand side, right. Not happy with the traffic in front of him. Now the kick return coming from Delgi. Moving the ball very quickly. Argentina out. Malia now. Now a penalty going against 5'8" Will Harrison. So some electric touches here from Argentina. Great touch here for Juan Cruz Malia. Goes straight in, but as you see, not doing enough. Will Harrison slowing the play. Nick Berry pings him for it.
Just off the line, guys. Off the line, Trey. It's okay. Well, he's in. So 6 man.
Another line out. Let's take it clean out the back, quickly off goes Bruni. Wobbly old pass, goes and find out to the fleeting foot of Telgi. Very short ball, finds Fernandez Criado, who rumbles his way over the 22 with a bit of help from teammates. Now out to the left, Bruni fires it through. They've got overlaps here. This is good, tidy for Argentina. Left-hand side, getting it through. Great 1-2. Wonderful hands from Boffelli, finding Carreras. But it's a knock-on. Great play down that left-hand side from the visitors. We just see them here working hard down that left-hand side, showing great skills, short in hand. They have the overlap, 3 players, and see the 1-2. Carreras getting it away back to Boffelli, who gets the offload back in, but they couldn't just hold on to it, so it'll be knocked on. So the Australia 15 side will feed their own scrum 5 metres out. The attacking style of Argentina so far has kept the AU15 stuck down here. But Mario Ledesma, I want to see some points soon. Lots of opportunities to score so far. Gordon works it in through the centres. It's been turned over now, Argentina. There's the kick off the boot of Choco Juarez out wide. Oh, and he's dropped it right at the end. Santiago Carreras can't quite get his mitts to it. It's unfortunate. They're throwing a lot of these great kicking options in from centre field, really trying to utilise the likes of Boffelli, Delvi and Carreras. There was this big turnover here that opened the door once more. Great little kick, darts through. And Carreras got on the outside of winger Tom Wright. Just needed a little bit of fortune to go his way, and that one could have been a try.
He's knocked it on the field, but it's gone dead. Yeah, just a knock, yeah.
And the captain, Liam Wright, is getting some treatment.
That's time off, guys. Oh, thanks, bro. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you know what's running through my mind is all the dropouts. You all right? Okay.
So, the score remains 0-0 in this exhibition warm-up match ahead of the Tri-Nations. Argentina, who have had an amazing journey to get here. They've sacrificed so much. So many of them being away from family and friends for the longest time. Really puts into sharp relief, especially here in Australia, that comparatively we've been very fortunate and very lucky. And I think we can give a lot of praise to these Argentinian players and the support staff, and give up so much just to come through and play. And to everyone that's watching us, whether it be in Australia or all over the world, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast this afternoon. It's just great to be seeing a little bit of international rugby, a little bit more. And there's going to be a whole lot more this summer over the next 7 weeks.
Yeah, it's just a step. Come over here. Just keep your feet up underneath you, okay? There's your mark.
So Nick Berry, speaking the dark arts to both of these sides, try and get this scrum straightened out. We've had a few now in the opening 16 minutes of play. Gordon rolls it in. And this time it goes the way of the Australian 15. They've gotten a few nice turnovers inside their 22. Kick for exit will be good. And we just see this scrum here. Gordon throws it in. Scrum loses a lot of its stability. We see Bynes lost. And it's going to go Australia's way this time. Not the cleanest take there from Caden Neville. But the ball will be recycled up. There's a good charging run from Swinton. Picking and going was nice, Arani. Backdoor, Harrison kicks it downtown. Won't find any free turf. Quick 1-2. Here goes Carreras. Throws it up on the boot. Bit of a chip. And it will knock around the ankles a few too many times. It'll come off. Argentina in an accidental offside position. Here goes Gordon. Pops the rock over the top. Loose pass will be scooped up by Argentina. Pulling away as Malia tries to see some space, but he's brought down by Maddox. Kubeli out the back. Gives it once more to Miotti. He'll send it down. Tom Wright will be there to regather. Links up in the middle with Ram. Ram decides to go himself. Beats one, but he's brought down by Juan Pablo Zes. Harrison offloads it. Fang. Swinton over the top. Gets a bit of support also from Maddox coming up out of fullback. Harrison works it up the middle. There's a good trot from Hosea. Out of the right. Harrison shows, goes, sees some space. Beats one, beats two. Harrison's going. He's looking for some support, but no one was with him. Argentina looking for the pilfer, and Carreras is over the top. And they've turned it over. So Australia 15 not giving enough support at the breakdown. That's number 2 for them, losing the ball. Argentina inside their own half, beginning to grind back up the other foot. There's Bruni. Out to the right. Miotti gives it away, working it out. Great hands from Argentina. Long place from Gorison. Now in the centres would be Fernandez Criado. They're going to go once more. Miotti offloads it. Great hands from Montoya, but that ball will be lost forward, so it's going to be an Australia 15 scrum just in front of the Argentina 40. And we see this sniping run here from Will Harrison. Wonderful stuff, and he manages to isolate a few defenders, but he just didn't have enough support himself, and it was an easy turnover for Santiago Carreras. Now some time off for both sides.
Yeah, it's close enough to 20. You want it? You want the 2? Yeah.
Very warm conditions in North Sydney this afternoon, despite all the rain that we've so thankfully gotten all up and down the eastern seaboard here in Australia over the last couple of weeks.
2 minutes? 2 minutes water break?
Still doesn't excuse the fact that we're playing 15 men aside, 80 minutes on a Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock in quite a beautiful spring condition here. But I think the Pumas will just be very happy just to be free and clear of that quarantine, getting to play the game that they've sacrificed so much for this year. And they're back to their coaching and team lineup. There are some really impressive figures in there. Obviously, another assistant coach is Andres Bordoy and Juan de la Cruz Fernandez Miranda. Both assistant attack coaches and both part of that Jaguares setup. Marcelo Lofreda is also in the mix as well. And Nicolas Fernandez Miranda, he's currently with the European players who are in their isolation, and they'll be there until next week, and then they'll rejoin the squad. So once they join, it'll see Argentina with a 46-strong team. So it seems that the day will be split up within the halves, throwing in the water breaks every 20. Usually these test matches we're going to see this spring and summer here in Australia, they will be played in the evening. So it's a pretty big ask to get this stuff done in the heat of the afternoon. And the scrum battle has been fantastic both ways. The Australia 15 have found some good purchase up their end of the field, but they're in a new part up in the Argentinian end, just ahead of the 40-metre. So it'll be a good platform for them to attack. And mind you, you've got to remember the Australian 15 side, these men have been playing in the domestic comp. the rest of Super Rugby, and they've also, a lot of them been playing within the club competition as well, so got a few more games under their belt, but that's why they need this match, the Argentinians. Just try and get some of these pairings sorted and figure out who needs to play where, and this time it'll be a penalty against Argentina, just inside the 40. Score remains 0-0 between Rugby Australia 15 and Argentina. And once again, Rugby Australia 15 showing a lot of dominance at scrum time. That'll be their third penalty they've earned off the back. It'll be interesting to see if they'll go for the points here. They're going to kick for the line. Falau Fainga. Until he got the call up to the Australia Under-20s in 2015, he was on course just to keep being a concreter. A massive turn of events it was for him.
He's got two receivers right there.
9, drop out, 9.
Back to front. Goes back to Fainga. There you go, a little trick play, finding the captain, Liam Wright, in the train lines. Gordon flats it all the way through to Hosea. It's been turned over once again by Argentina at the breakdown. Big strength there for them this afternoon. Here goes Carreras. Another good run from Rondona. Some fleeting steps from Julian Montoya. Fantastic. There's the clearance kick. Argentina looking to get out of trouble. It'll be swallowed up the back by Maddox, who links up with Wright in the middle of the field. He'll throw it on to the right. The collector. Oh, wow. And that was a fantastic piece of play from Domingo Miotti. Keeps it in the field of play. Eludes 2 or 3 defenders, offloads it. Here goes Delgui. Delgui gets away from one, throws the offload. Big shot coming through from Mora. Now, Argentina camped inside their 22, looking for the exit. Delgui fires it through. Miotti to the exit, finds it. So it will be Rugby Australia 15 now, with an attacking line out around the 22 right. That time we just see that big kick down, and what a great bit of finesse from Domingo. Quickly off the top, Gordon. Moria. They're going to work it over the right-hand side. There's a good take from Swin.
That's actually off Pink, mate, in the tackle.
And once again,
Pink in the tackle, but
the Australia Rugby 15 getting a lot of pressure at the breakdown. It's come away there for them this time, but we're seeing them being very strong at scrum time. But then when it comes to the breakdown, the Argentinians fiercely competitive. This time they didn't quite get it right. But it is really putting the Rugby Australia 15 on notice that the breakdowns are going to be targeted quite heavily for the remainder of this match. 80 minutes. Anyone joining us? TG Milner Sports Ground in Sydney's North. An exhibition warm-up match between Argentina and the selected Rugby Australia 15, which features some of the men selected in Dave Rennie's extended Wallaby squad. Weren't playing this weekend, and a couple of new additions coming up. Gordon, Harrison. Big shots coming out from Argentina on Glenn Ikatau. White clears them away, and now another trot from Swinton. Bell having a look. AU15 starting to secure their breakdowns a little bit better. Giving away that ball. Harrison this time. He'll throw it onto the shoe. It's scooped up there by Kubeli, who's brought down hard by Wright. Argentina, the Pumas do very well. Hold on to the ball. They've secured it. Quickly pop it out.
that's high.
Now 7 metres away from their line. This time they'll get the penalty. High shot.
Yep.
Going against Caden Neville. Might have been actually Izzy Naisarani.
Let me just...
So a lapse.
Sorry, mate, it was number 8.
Judgment from the Rugby Australia 15
It's a bit difficult.
will allow Argentina to get out of the red zone and feed their own line out just before the 40.
2 receivers, Pink.
No, he's gone in.
Swinton nearly spoils that one, but it's at the back with Bruni. Montoya at the back. His heads up looking for his options. They managed to splinter that maul well, but Palau Fang has gotten in the middle of it. He's got some hands on it. And he's turned it over. So another scrum to come for the Australia Rugby 15. We see a great form from Argentina at the back of the breakdown. Montoya held on it quite well. The maul separated, they moved away, but coming in from that legal position, Palau Fang managed just to get his hand on the ball carrier, ball and all. He drowned it down to the grass, and now the Rugby Australia 15 will receive the scrum kick.
Crouch! Burn! Set! Hold, use it.
They won't get the penalty advantage that time. Harrison fires it back, gets it himself, throws a really loopy one out wide. Scooped up well by Ram.
Leave it, 11, thank you.
Another turnover for Argentina. Here goes Gorinsen.
Pink, hold.
Yotti
Stop 8 and 5 on your
finds
left.
right with the kick. Who on the return will go straight into Bautista Delgui. There's a good run from Hosea. Harrison out the back, finds Maddox, who comes up. Really flat floating pass, gets all the way through to Ram, who throws it onto the right, gets a little chip out the back. Quick tap and go after the call from Carreras. Oh, that ball's been lost forward. No, it's all good. Flat is the call, gets a wonderful offload. Argentina really stringing something together here. It looks like in the chaos of that play, the Rugby Australia 15 have been pinged for an offside.
Just a free kick. Half on. No. It's free. Okay. Let's go.
The chip from Miotti over the top. It'll fall short of Ram, who picks it up, and he'll follow through and tackle Ram as well. Down 15 on halfway. Harris, Maddox, shows, goes, cut out, finds right. Right, gets away from one, gets away from two, throws it back on the inside. Big 1-2 between the centres, and Len Ikitau will cross for the first points of the match in the 29th minute of play. The Rugby AU 15, 5, Argentina 0. We see on this replay AU 15 starting from the middle. Maddox saw the shooters coming out in the defence line, floats the big cutout, and Wright does a huge job. Shrugs off two defenders, sucks in another one, and the support run there from Len Ikitau. Right place, right time, and completely unmarked, went over to get the first points with the kick to come. It'll be young Will Harrison who will be taking first conversion of the game. Field where he's probably played a few games in his time already, even though he's very young. Harrison just inside the sideline. And that'll be conversion unsuccessful. The score, Rugby Australia 15-5, Argentina 0. Back to the middle. It's been a really impressive game here from both sides. Australia showing strength at set piece within the scrum. And Argentina, I think their off-cuff style, especially with the back three of Boffelli, Delgui and Correras has just been electric. Seeing a lot of in-game kicking from Argentina as well. They'll look to try to go back up the other end of the field and try and find some points of their own in response. Harrison will take that kick off and shoot it out for exit. So here we go. Argentina, big attacking phase coming up. Line out just outside the 22. New sub on the field for Argentina in the number 17 jersey. Naguel Tates Chaparro, 58 caps for the national side, but once again set the back with Montoya. Boffelli directing traffic. Wobbly pass misses its target, but it'll be scooped up well by Chocolares. Well, so deep inside, trying to get it out, but big work from the Australian 15. Locks one up, and that wobbly pass just opened the door. And Liam Wright, the captain, very strong position. Wasn't going to get shaken off easily. And now the kick return off the back of that penalty. Attacking set piece once again for the AU 15. Some counsel between Ainsley and Fainga. They hit Hosea in the middle, and they'll engage driving more. Wright jumping into the passage of play there, but he's read very well off the side, and the offload to Liam Wright. Wonderful cover defence by Argentina, really shut down this set piece. Similar to the one that we saw the Wallabies fall just short to the All Blacks at the end of the first half in the first test over in New Zealand. Seems to be a bit of a favourite for them this year. And Argentina, superb effort reading that one off the fringes at the back of the set piece. Shut it down immediately.
Coach! Marlon!
Kubeli throws it in. Bruni takes it out, fires it through. Miotti gets another offload himself. Center of the field. Another good run from Grondona. Kubeli takes it to the skies before Maddox takes the catch. Great covering tackle there from Grondona. Now, out the left, Harris looking to try and snipe through the line, but he's brought down hard by Malia. Another substitution there for Argentina onto the field, number 18, Santiago Medrano. The AU-15 getting across that advantage line. Gordon fires it out, Harrison. Flat ball finds Ainsley. Ainsley gets an arm free. Argentina not looking to commit too much at the breakdown. They want to keep numbers and defensive strength out wide. Good hammer on there from Izzy Naisarani. Gets the play up just in front of the 22.
Yeah, 6, you've come down first.
Now the penalty going against Argentina.
No, 6 was the problem.
His position in the ball, he's good. He's presenting for us.
The number 6, Francisco Gorison. Professional foul at the breakdown. Warm conditions as we enter the final 5 minutes of the first half. And Harrison, he'll kick for the line. Wanting to back the Rugby AU-15 set piece.
Gone in the back, Pez.
And that penalty there going against Francisco Gorison, another one of the debutants within this squad. At the back, a wobbly pass throw taken by Hosea. Now they're going to try the driving ball. Fainga's at the back. Once is the call from Berry. Fainga. He's got Gordon just sitting on the hip, watching the flow. Argentina slowly nudging forward. Gordon's had enough, passes it through. Great line from Moira. The AU15 out to the right, looking for options. They keep recycling. Gordon, short ball for Fainga this time. Now the turnover, it's halfback on halfback. Thomas Gubelli, he's challenged it there, but it looks like the advantage has gone back towards the AU15. Right, throws it out to Harrison. Harrison gets an offload to Naisarani. Naisarani looked for one himself, but no support players within reach. Gordon, flat pass. Hosea. Harrison throws it onto the left foot, coming through. Oh, loose ball on the ground. It'll be interesting what the call is here from Berry, whether it was called back. And it will be carried back by Pink. We just saw that little bobble in the touch, and eventually Emiliano Boffelli comes through and grounds it. So great touch here from the boot of Will Harrison comes through, and that little fumble from Delgi creates the ball going backwards, and then Emiliano Boffelli will ground it. So the attacking set piece will continue for the Rugby AU15 inside Argentinian 22. And after the ongoing advantage there, there'll be another attacking line out for the Rugby AU15. Taken well up top, now they start driving. Good take there from Caden Neville. The Pumas putting up a great counter maul. Slowly edging them towards. Gordon pulls it out. Good line in the middle from Moliroa. Gordon shows and goes, tries to snipe through, but a wall of defenders were waiting for him. Now, right. He's a metre short. Fainga pops it out. Nice Arani. Small pop out to find Fainga. Argentinians folding them around. Oh, Will Harrison, great offload. Gordon fires it quick out to right. And it is a try. The second of the match going for the Rugby Australia 15 in the 39th minute. Increasing pressure, high phase count, stretched the Argentinian defence. And then Gordon, double cutout, flat pass to find Tom Wright, a man who's recently back from a lengthy stint within rugby league. It was a big element of the Brumbies' attack this year in the Super Rugby Australia competition. So he'll pick up a try conversion to come as the second half and half time is just around the corner. Will Harrison will be looking to try and redeem himself. He missed one from this side earlier in the half. Nearly a carbon copy position. And quite still conditions down in Sydney today. Warm nonetheless. Harrison. Strikes. Just hasn't got the rangefinder in yet. It'll be conversion unsuccessful. The Rugby AU 15 in the lead, 10 points to 0 over Argentina. With a restart to come. Not much left in this first half, so I think there'll be a lot of big conversations happening at halftime, along with player rotations as well. Restart from Nyotti. Taken out the back by Harrison, who is sandwiched by Juan Cruz Malia. Almost too much. Penalty going against Argentina. Harrison takes this one clean. Then falling into that tackle. It's unlucky there for Juan Cruz Malia. But Harrison's all right. He's up, kicks for the exit, and it'll be an AU15 line out just inside their 40. Swinton up the front, takes it clean. Gordon down to Harrison. Here's Naisarani. Nyotti looking for the strip and the tackle. Can't quite find it. Floating pass out wide. Finds Gordon of all people. Seagulling. Now Maddox. Maddox is getting held up. Wonderful attacking pressure from Juan Cruz Malia. The kick from Harrison goes high. Taken well by Delgi, who gets monstered into the ground in turn. Argentina on the scramble. Oh, and Delgi's down in back plate. Might have a bit of claret off the back of the melon there. We'll just have to wait and see. Montoya. He's got support, though, in the form of Tetes Chaparro. Argentina really got to hold out to the halftime break. Good popping in close once more from Goranson. Kubeli. Nyotti. Here's Fernandez Criado. Now they look to the left. There's a good run from Tetes Chaparro, but he's lost the ball forward. Gordon now with the recovery. Here's Harrison, who loses it himself. One both ways. And Nick Berry will call half-time. Half-time here at TG Milner Sports Ground between Argentina and the Rugby AU 15. 10-0. We're going to take a short break for half-time, and we'll be back with all the second half action in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Good afternoon and welcome back. Half-time nearly up here. I'm Martin Lippiet and we are here for an exhibition warm-up match ahead of the Tri-Nations between Argentina and the Rugby Australia 15. And just before the second half gets underway, let's have a little bit of a look at some of the highlights from the first half between these two sides. A lot of time spent initially up in the Australia 15's end of the field. Argentina really started twisting the screws, but the Australian scrum managed to hold firm and it got them out of trouble a fair few times. And we see some wonderful turnover action from Argentina. It's been a real staple of their counter-attack today. They've been turning over a lot of great ball, getting a lot of big opportunities. But the Australians, they had their tricks too. Here's Will Harrison busting the line, getting past 2-3 defenders. And we see he's having a good game at 10. And then this wonderful cutout from Maddox finds Wright out on the left wing, who's had a great game so far. Bumps off a few, sucks up a few more, and then pops one on the inside to the outside centre. Len Ikitau for the first try. And then we saw Wright go across and get another one a little bit after. But now the second half is underway. Restart in Argentina. And it'll be Swinton underneath to take the catch. Gordon takes his time, finds the youngster Bell. Both him and Harrison, part of that under-20s outfit last year, that fell at the final hurdle and got a narrow second in the under-20s World Cup, Junior World Cup as it's called. Hopefully we get to see some of that action in the coming years once more, once we can get past this terrible pandemic. Now Gordon throws the box. Wow, confident. Very confident take up high. Great stuff from Santiago Carreras. Fabelli to the right. Miotti fires it out. Here's Montoya. Another sub there for the Argentinians. Thomas Lozana, 38 caps, the flanker. He's on the field. Now, Corbelli. That pass will eventually find another one of the new men that came on late in the first half. Madrano. Well, he looks to the left, puts into the hands of Tetas Chaparro. Oh, Cupelli gets monstered at the back. Jermaine Ainsley, but you can't touch the halfback. So it'll be a penalty early on going Argentina's way. Miotti will kick. At the back, Ainsley mistimed it. You won't give away an easier penalty. Now a great attacking opportunity here for Argentina. Right on the 22. Miotti, ball in hand. Ball will get flicked down at incredible pace and they'll hold on to it. Belly to the right. Here's a good run from Goritsen. Now look to the outside. Van Medrano. Just inside the 22. Argentina starting to get a move on. There's that new man we saw on, Thomas Lozana. He'll lose it forward. And so now the Rugby Australia 15, once again, they'll feed their own scrum inside the 22. They had a lot of success in the first half. Big shots. Mocky Swinton. And the Rugby AU 15 captain, Liam Wright. Wright might have been looking for another turnover. He got a great one in the first half, and we see how at the back. Rugby AU 15 reserves getting ready. It's an exhibition match. Argentina brought in a squad of 30. The Australians coming in with 27, unlimited subs. A great opportunity for players on both sides of the equation to strut their stuff and show their aptitude for upcoming tests. Now Maddox for the exit. Goes way downtown, heaving kick. And Jack Maddox. Not just a good rugby player, also a great cricketer as well. He's studying liberal arts and science at the University of Sydney. And Toya fires it up. Great take up high by Gorinson. Miotti out the back. Those passes going to no one a little bit today. Now Boffelli. Boffelli, great offload to Malia. Call is forward though by Nick Berry. So we're starting to see some good play string together, but just a couple of those passes. We're either seeing the pass, it's just missing the player. Well, the man just wasn't quite there, and it's to be expected. This Argentinian team, what a huge effort it's been for them. Their last match in March 7th. And that was for the Jaguares in the Super Rugby before everything hit the fan, metaphorically. And they hit early stages of quarantine to preserve their ability to play rugby. But then the Pumas formally got together in Buenos Aires on the 12th of August. And that's how long they've all been in quite a secluded quarantine to get right. 15 rounds of COVID tests this team have gone through to be here, and unbelievable effort and determination and just grit to stay the course and come so far. So we're just so grateful and pleased to see them here, and it's a big testament to all of the team and the support staff and the families and the friends for supporting them on this journey. Now off the back of a penalty, nice Serrani will take it up, but penalty going against Francisco Gorinson for not rolling away. And now the Nines are getting a bit feisty with one another, Thomas Gubelli and Jake Gordon.
Boys, separate, come on. Stop, head on head, boys, stop it.
Swinton in the middle with the new man, Thomas Lozana. Lozana, an experienced campaigner.
Send the boys away. Green, back over there, please. Liam, Thomas. Boys, this is a trial game. But the fact is, if someone does something silly, you get scrubbed out for a couple of weeks, okay? All right? So it's a penalty. If they want to play quick, you can. Don't run in here, okay? It's been a couple of times now.
Okay, but he started.
Yeah, there's a couple from both teams, okay? The fact is, boys, it's a trial game. Go back and talk to them no more, okay? It ends now. It's a penalty here for 5 not rolling.
And you can look at both sides of the equation of this match. You've got Argentina, which have been in mothballs for 3-4 months now, just itching to get to this first game. So they're going to be very eager. They've got a lot to prove. They've got some big matches coming up against the Wallabies and the All Blacks. And then on the other side, you've got this Rugby Australia 15. You've got a fair few players within the team that have fallen short of making Dave Rennie's Wallaby squad this week. And you've got other guys that are getting the opportunity to really impress. So, as Nick Berry says, you've got to remember, it is just a trial match. But the consequences of some bad behaviour here could have far more reaching problems for these players down the line. Paying it this time, throws it in. Taken well. Now they're going to loop around. This time it'll fall back into the hands of Moriroa. Gordon. Flat through to Swinton, who misses it completely, but it'll be scooped up well by Santiago Cecino. Now, on the left, another fresh set of legs is Lucio Cinti. Plays for La Plata Rugby Club. He's one of a very small handful of the Matchday 32 that aren't part of the Jaguares setup. Now, on the right-hand side, Argentina spreading it. Goritsen will leave the field of play, so it'll be a line-out. Nick Berry having to really maintain the peace out there between these two sides, and it is a tight game. We've only got about 32.5 minutes left, and there's only 10 points difference. And we see Argentina spreading it well, and they come through, but wonderful covering defence from Tapai Moriroa, another man who's fresh off a 6-year stint in the NRL here in Australia, and he comes back. And obviously the selection for this team down here is constrained by travel bubbles within Australia and who's already playing in other club competitions around as well. So regardless, they've put together a wonderful side that's presenting great competition here for our wonderful guests, Argentina. Driving maul now off the back of this line out. Quickly out. Nice Arani. Brought down by another substitution, Gonzalo Bertrano. Swinton. He's taken well by Paulos. Now on the right, into space. Gordon looks for it, juggles it, misses it. Another penalty going the way of the Rugby AU 15. We're just starting to see some very impressive phase play coming together. And Jake Gordon was nearly there for all money. He just had to get his other mitt to the ball. Fun fact about Jake Gordon, he's the tallest halfback since Nick Farr-Jones to represent the Wallabies. I'm loving the medical trainer's kit there for Argentina. Very, very slick, very impressive. I think, not knocking the Australian trainers' outfits, but that was just a superb bit of kit that we saw there on the trainer. And contact lenses in rugby. Wowee. So the score remains 10-0 in favour of the Rugby Australia 15 over Argentina. Argentina, been almost 7 months since they've been able to get on the field and play the 15-man code. And we can see, want to hit the ground running here, but Australia, the club rugby competition at the lower echelons has been going well. Super Rugby Australia was going well also. And the Wallabies having 2 tests now against New Zealand. Just back. And third and final Bledisloe. 2 days' time. Very fortunate and lucky. I'm sure the eyes of the rugby world will be down here and watching over the summer. Catching all the amazing action coming to you at home. And a big greeting to everyone over in Argentina who's watching. 2 a.m. And we have so many people tuning in to watch. It's just so wonderful to see. Gordon this time throws it in. Here's a better push from Argentina. Makes an absolute mess of the Australians. We've seen some nice new subs coming in for Argentina, and they completely upset the balance up front. We're seeing the same starting front row for the Rugby Australia 15 from the beginning of the game, but it looks like time waits for no man, and a whole bunch of subs have come on.
Hang on, we've got subs from both teams, guys.
Harry Johnson-Holmes into the fray. Big pony Farmasuli also up the front. Joe Powell has jumped in to halfback as well. And Pete Samu has joined the fray. On the other side, it also looks like Ignacio Callas has jumped on. Ignacio Callas, the tallest man in this Argentinian squad, 199 centimetres tall. Keep your eyes on him at the line out. There's a big shot on Carreras. Miotti gets the offload away. Now we're seeing some continuity from Argentina. They're pulling away. Good run here from Miotti. Gets it onto the boot. Running onto it hard and fast will be Malia, but Ram will be out the back, and it looks like he's going to get dragged into touch. Don't know what they put into the water at half-time. The Argentinian team is really starting to fire up. Here we go, Miotti. He's been really good at darting around the park. He gets a little bit of a touch on there, and there was a good 1-2 duel between Ram and Malia.
Just hit and hold, okay? Hit and hold.
And Malia got the better of that engagement.
Here's your mark, guys.
So Assassino, Tetes, Chaparro and Medrano make up the new front row for Jaguares. Argentina, I beg your pardon. All three of them playing for the Jaguares in the Super Rugby competition. A new halfback is Gonzalo Batruno. 25 caps for Argentina. So when you look at the halfbacks for this side today, 100 caps between the two of them.
Just get your feet up underneath you, okay? Bring your shoulder height up. Yeah.
On the other side of the equation, we do see players that have featured for the Wallabies in the last two test matches against New Zealand. Down here playing in this match, Pete Sama, Joe Powell, Jake Gordon. Now off the back, running around. Spirited run from Batruno. Argentina probing, looking for an in. That is a try, first try of the match going Argentina's way. They're on the scoreboard, trailing 5 points to 10, conversion to come. And we'll see a great run off the back of the set piece from Batruno. Comes through. He's trying to line up the players left and right, trying to find his way in. And I think it was Batruno. Got in nice and close, saw the Australians weren't watching, and managed just to creep one in right below them. So conversion attempt on the way from Miotti. You can get this one, it puts them within 3. Great kick from Miotti. Conversion successful. Argentina trailing 7 points to 10. It's the Rugby AU 15. Restart to come. We might even be taking a little bit of a drinks break in between that kick. Probably some more subs hitting to the field as well. Probably never seen a bench with so many seats on both sides. Here's the restart. Oh, and it's allowed to bounce. Notice out the back, and he'll have to have a pressured kick off the left, looking for the exit. And he'll get there. So, an opportunity here for the Rugby AU 15 to counter. A bit of a fumble off the feet there from Joaquin Oviedo. Up high, and Powell takes it. Swinton, who's been showing up for every single contact today. Powell over to the right. Harrison fights a double cutout to Ram, who had copious amounts of defenders waiting for him. Great tackle from Emiliano Boffelli. Harrison, 1, 2, almost a triple cutout pass, and it was good work there from Ram. Hold in. Ram, who's had a string of injuries over the past few years, and 2020's been an injury-free year for him. He's been playing some great rugby. Out the back, taken well by Gorodson. They'll hit the driving maul. Batruno at the back. He'll go one-on-one with his opposite Powell. Gives the offload back on the outside to Boffelli, who straightens up. Powell's over the top of that. Oh, but he'll give away the advantage. Farmusuli in the middle there, and that one will be spat out, and Barry will pull it up. So Joe Powell nearly had that one. He just had to keep on his feet. He would have got the turnover. You've got to think that everyone's time on this field today, it's going to be very limited. 30 blokes each side, 80 minutes of rugby. Expect each of them to probably get about 40. Huge amount of subs available on both sides. And Samu will clean up a loose one out the back, but the short arm will go against the Rugby AU 15. Bertranog offloads it quick. Here's a good line from Thomas Lozana, the 38 cap veteran. Big unorthodox hit there on Boffelli, gives them the advantage, and now Bertranog goes in. Referee Nick Berry confirms the advantage still available for Argentina as they cross the 22 line. Fa Musuli misses that one, and Argentina are going further in, but they'll bring it back to that head-high shot. Plenty of rugby still to play. 20 minutes remaining in this exhibition warm-up match. Argentina, they'll be looking forward to the next 7 weeks. A series of matches against the Wallabies and the All Blacks. We just see that high shot there. Bit of a seatbelt across Boffelli. And Fernandez Criado takes it well up the front, driving more for Argentina. Australia looking to try and burrow their way through, but they've got advantage, Argentina. A few too many penalties being given away by Australia in close. Ooh, some big contact. Will loose the ball, but they'll bring it back for the penalty. Gonzalo Bertranog, he is raring to go.
With how you got there. You can't take him down though. No, it's not.
Lockie Swinton trying to educate Nick Berry on the rules of the game. Good luck. Now, another well-executed bit of set piece for Argentina. They're going to work it up through the middle corridor. There's a great run from Lozana. Bertranog gives the offload to Fernandez Criado. Now they look to the right. Short ball hits Callis. Tallest man in their squad did well to pick it up at his ankles.
Push him back. Back. Offside again.
Yeah, mate.
And Australia offside. And you have to wonder how many more.
Okay. But there are penalties down here mounting up. Talk to the guys. Next penalty.
Turn around.
He's going to go.
Turn around.
Just reiterate the message from earlier. Go back. Yeah, no, it's just general. Just down here now.
Mate, there's another push and shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Time's off. No, wait. Okay. Your captain. So you got an option, okay? You got one about 15 metres out, and you got another one here. Okay, but listen, that's enough to push and shove. No, I spoke to Thomas. I've spoken to them as well. Okay, when the whistle goes, that's it. Yeah, have a talk to him. I've asked him to have a word as well. No more.
So Nick Berry having conversations to both captains, Liam Wright and new captain Geronimo De La Fuente. Getting a bit too hot, a bit too simmery for a
Subs complete.
friendly between these two sides. More subs rolling in for both sides of the equation. Argentina pull a familiar club out of the bag. There's once from Berry. Picky going out the back. There's a good run. He'll be just short. Heavy contact on Gorisson. Now they're going to keep pulling it out to the right. Numbers. They've got overlaps. 4 days and crossing for the second try is Santiago Carreras. Argentina take the lead, 12 points to 10 in the 62nd minute. We're seeing the fresh amount of subs for Argentina. They played it patient. They sucked in a lot of defenders. And Jack Maddox, the fullback, had to scramble 2 players on his outside to cover, and he wasn't ever going to get there. So for an experienced player like Santiago Carreras, he just had to hold it on, go forward, and get the try. Now the conversion from the far side of the field. A little bit more difficult than his first try, which was right in front. He strikes. Another beautiful kick. He's 2 from 2. Argentina 14.
He's on his way, I think.
Rugby Australia 15-10.
And we just got the drop here as well. Just hold on a sec. Yeah, time off.
It'll be time off at the moment. This looks like they've got to attend to some players on the field. Oh, look at that wonderful kit. Argentina's trainer. I could watch that all day. Brilliant stuff. There's a take out the back by Oviedo. Felipe Ezcura at halfback now. He'll throw the box off the right foot. And it will be collected in touch by Alex Newsom, former Western Force player.
Pink, pink. Come on.
Donald McKinley will throw this one in. Taking up the front cleanly. Powell down for Harrison. More hard straight running from Moriroa.
He's cleared him onto that.
Tom Hooper on the field also for Australia. Powell looks to the left. Straight running from Maddox. He's got right to help him out. They'll hold on. Famusuli spills it. It'll be cleaned up by Argentina. Ezcura gets the offload through. Now they're finding themselves in space. Argentina pulling away. This is really good stuff. Fast running from the try scorer. He might be looking for a second. Selflessly offloads it. Wonderful stuff from Carreras. Now Argentina going coast to coast. They're going to work it through the back door. They're going to charge through. There's the 22. Flat ball hits Lozana. Arbonoz gives a great offload back to Boffelli, who gives another offload through to Francisco Goranson. And Argentina extend their lead now 19 points to 10. Starting to see some continuity between these players on the field. Great stuff from the touring side, and it started all the way down in their own 22. And Santiago Carreras having a brilliant game. Does the lion's share of this one, goes 22 to 22, gets the offload away. And now the Argentinian support players, they've all rallied up and they're up here waiting. Heaps of options. Australia was stuck just going back the whole time. Didn't have too many adequate responses. They kept working it across to the side of the field, and it was working out brilliantly. Ezcura gets the offload through. 1-2 into the hands of Emiliano Boffelli. And then he gets another fantastic offload away to Goranson. And it is a try which should really invigorate this Argentinian side. Not the best kick there from Thomas Albonoz. He takes over kicking duties. So The score remains 19 points Argentina to 10 Rugby AU. So this match has taken a really big shift in momentum with Argentina surging late in the second half, finding a 9-point lead. A lot of fresh faces on both sides. Who will win? We'll have to wait and see. 13 minutes remaining. There's a good little run from Joaquin Oviedo. Australia with the turnover now inside the 22. Powell. We just lost the feed at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in just one moment. Please wait. And we're back there, ladies and gentlemen. Quite technical difficulty on our end, but it is full time here, and Argentina have held on to the victory, 19 points to 15 over Australia. Australia, who in the time most managed to creep one try over, but unsuccessful in the conversion attempt. A wonderful match between these two sides this afternoon. Very trying conditions for both teams to get here, and I think a big thank you to everyone within the Argentinian camp has to be made. We're so thankful to have you joining us for this spring and summer for the Tri-Nation Series, and we're so glad to see you finally back on the field. You guys have endured so much since all the way back in March to make sacrifices to be here, so a big thank you to you and all of your support staff and coaches, and to all the family members as well, which allow for that. Australia has gone down 15 points to 19. Some of the side we've seen feature for the Wallabies in the last couple of weeks within the test matches. A lot of other guys getting to stand up and make their presence known to powers that be as well. So a hard-fought game between both sides. And on screen there, the captain, Liam Wright, had an impressive game himself. And it's full time, and in the coming weeks we're going to see a lot more from both of these sides. Argentina will be shaping up to get ready for their Tri-Nations matches, which is exciting, and a few more of these players within this Australia 15 side we could expect to see over the course of the summer as well. So it's been an absolute pleasure having you along for the ride this afternoon. The best of luck to Argentina in the upcoming series. Wherever you are around the world, thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope to see you again next time. I'm Martin Lippiett. Have a good one.